I was thinking that, and I know we've discussed this various times. It's kind of one of our things. Well, I mean, we haven't discussed it so much on video, but we definitely have in private. And it's that if we had the chance to time travel, what would we do? And often our answer is we'd go back in time and fucking, at the very least, punch Hitler in the nuts. Also got to say that somehow Charleston Chew is making a comeback return fucking cameo here.
It's not the same day either. It's still fresh somehow.
Look, man, Hitler without, come on. Even if you're a pro-Nazi guy, you got to admit the guy was pretty bad. That's why you like him, you Nazis. But even if you're not a Nazi guy, that's the obvious given.
I like the lead up to the setup.
He's a piece of shit, is what I'm saying,
Not a cool guy.
Not a cool guy. But what if, and this just like blew my fucking gourd off. What if you get you're in the DeLorean. Let's say it's just to make things easy. You're in the fucking DeLorean. You jump in. Doc says, go back, Ahab. He's an insane maniac at this point.
Looks the same for 40 years.
Yeah. And, he instructs you that you have to kill Hitler and change history. Otherwise, I don't know, your mom will hump you or something, because that was a thing in that movie. But anyway, you go back.
He was going to go through with it, too.
Yeah, you go back, and if you know anything about Hitler, and we do, is that, he was the leader of a country, man, a nation. Yeah. So he was a well-protected individual. You don't just get into Hitler's circle.
Yeah, you don't just be like, hey, what up, Hit?
You don't just waltz in and say, hey, man, is Adolf in the building? Because I got to check.
Führer?
Yeah, you don't just do that. You don't just talk to Hitler, is what I'm saying. So
Unless you're Indiana Jones, I guess.
No, even he had trouble. See, that's the thing.
That's a good point.
And even then, it was a brief encounter with Hitler. Yeah. He didn't even fucking legitimately get up there. The point is, you have to get into Hitler's inner circle. And that means you have to work socially your way up the ladder until you're in good with Hitler and the boys, if you will. Yeah. Himmler, the rest of them chaps. You get in there good,
The H-boys.
The H-boys, yeah, and once you're part of the club,
the Nazi club.
To be precise, yes, the Nazi club. You're even participating in the Thule Society. You're in there. You're good with the boys. Once you're in there, then
little like sacred handshake and shit.
Yeah, it's just ass grabs.
Yeah.
Once you're in there, you gotta worm your way into his
trust.
His trust, yeah. So that you can have enough time to enact the murder.
Yeah.
By then, though, you've associated quite a bit with this guy.
Yeah.
And if you've chummed it up just to get in good with him, chances are, to some degree or another, you're kind of like, that part of him is okay. Okay. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And after a while, you got to be thinking that if you're making a little excuse for, that little part of him is cool, and after a while, you're going to be like, I don't know, man. I don't think I can kill Hitler. I can't kill him because, he's
my boy.
He sucks. Yeah, he sucks, but we're kind of boys now, how do you do that? So you try the friend thing, where you're like, hey, man, look, you cool as, man, we're tight, brother.
We've been through stuff.
We've been through shit. I love you, Hit, but...
I got your back.
Yeah, you got your back, but this little racism thing, you don't think you could maybe spin that, some other way?
Yeah, stuff with the ovens. It's not good.
Yeah, it's not copacetic with my worldview there, Hitler. And he's like, I've thought about it, but I don't know, man. At this point, what do? Do I just say, let's stop?
I'm kind of in too deep,
Yeah, So you have that kind of moment where you're like, man, what... a moral conundrum arises. So the question is, what if you go back in time to kill Hitler, and then once you get in there, you're like, damn, man, he's kind of cool a little bit.
He's like badass, dude.
He's a piece of shit. Morally speaking, but
he's cool with you.
Yeah. On the down low, when he's in private, he's a pretty cool guy.
Yeah.
What do you do? Do you still fucking off the guy? Do you cap his ass? Now, some people might be thinking these fucking idiots are morons, and they'd be right. But it's a solid fucking thing to say. It's really not, but
no,
it's a good question to bring up because when I was locked up, I
made friends with Hitler.
He was in there. I engaged in Back and forths, friendships, even with some questionable people. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I myself was questionable for being there in the first place, but I'm talking like even in there are extremes. So, there's the militant black Muslim guy. There's the Aryan Brotherhood guy that wheels and deals with other people that are not his quote brothers. I got along with a lot of people that ideologically I fucking hated what they thought, but then they were just like fucking dudes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
At any fucking turn of the moment, they could go, "Oh, you're a Mexican piece of shit. I'm gonna shoot you." But really, they didn't ever.
Life is not like how it's made out to be in the internet, where that guy has different thoughts to mine. Thus, I must hate him.
Yeah, it's not black and white.
Once you get to know someone, you're like, man, Hitler's a pretty cool guy.
Now we're not saying Hitler's a cool guy, but what if he was? Would you be able to fucking... I mean, think about it. You just worked like 10 years of your life to get in there tight.
You guys are homies.
Yeah.
Like hardcore homies.
You've seen movies with this cat because he loved movies. Maybe you painted a little nude with him, Titanic style.
Yeah.
And then your boys up at, the Allied powers call you up and they're like, dude, it's time. You're in there. Pull the trigger. You're walking in. Him and Ava just had some rough sex and he's going to regale you with tales of their doings.
Stroking in the freeway.
and then you're the Autobahn.
Oh yeah.
You're gonna go in there and you can't do it.
Got your little Luger ready, but nope,
you can't do it. What do? You just ruin history.
Yeah.
And theoretically, if somebody already time traveled, they probably were in that situation because Hitler, exists in history. I mean, that doesn't really make sense. Somebody
time travel falls apart.
He killed himself. Nobody killed him. There was some attempts, that Project Valkyrie thing. But I bet you that
Tom
dude...
Cruise, yeah.
I bet you that dude was like, damn, man, I'm going to make this little bomb fail because, I got to know him and he's all right.
He's a pretty cool guy. He's a pretty cool cat.
Anyway, fucking Hitler sucks is what we're saying here.
He's not cool.
Really, the fucking point of this is that we got to stop being stuffy dicks. There's this fucking thing where you can't even say the word Nazi unless you're accusing somebody of being a Nazi. Get the fuck up, man. It happened, okay? It happened. It was horrible. Yes, there are some people that think that it was cool, that even deny that it happened, and just to, adulate those characters. But it's a fucking thing that happened. There's nothing controversial about talking about it. There's not even anything controversial about laughing at it, Maybe it's not your taste to have a morbid sense of humor, but fuck that shit. At least I'm not Hitler.
Yeah.
I think he serves as the ultimate example of at least I'm not.
Yeah, at least I'm not Hitler.
At least I'm not Hitler.
I'm his boy, but at least I'm not him.
We got in tight, but, at least I'm not him.
I wasn't doing all that.
Anyway, if Hitler was your homeboy, would you kill him? Hit like, share, subscribe, and those notification buttons and let us know.
God damn this video. That's the worst.